what we see a downfall. We see a world being destroyed. We see the downfall of humanity, the downfall of the world. And someone has to be held accountable. But who's that someone? Is it just someone? Or is it about just a certain gender? But who's that someone? I personally do believe that as a man, as a female, we all both have different roles to play. The roles that we have to play will never be the same, because if you're trying to make them the same, it will never work. Female has got their role to play and male has got their role to play. But for me, I personally think female has the bigger role to play towards building this world. And they are the ones who are the causes of this downfall humanity, of this downfall world. And please hear me very, very carefully. I'm not against women. I'm not against anybody. But this is based on how I see. To raise your opinion will never be a problem. So it's not like I'm against them. No, I'm still gonna explain why am I saying female are the really dress towards this world, and they're the real causalities of the problem that we have. You know that problems start with us as human, the way we do things, the way we think, the way we we see things. It starts with us. It always starts with us. But where exactly does it start? It does. So if I say it started with us, it means I was born by someone. I was born. I was in the womb for about 9 months, and that's not a male. We are talking about female. And we see nowadays, we see male running away from their kids, you know, and we see male uh, denying their kids, you know, saying no, this is not my child, even if it's theirs. You know, you find us saying no, this is not my child. You know, and you find that women, they end up raising uh, their children, you know, solo or alone without a male or a father figure. You see, so male are just male, and that will never change. That will never change, regardless of how much we talk, how much we say things about male. They have to be responsible. That will never change. But the main thing that will change, that's supposed to be done, is that women, they have to take care of themselves. Because we as men, I'm a man, I'm a male, so I know what I'm talking about. We as a male, you know, we enjoy hunting. It's just in our blood to look for, you know, girls and stuff. And especially when we are young and growing up, it's not about finding a partner to live with your whole life. It's just about when you are growing up, you know, in high school, universities. What about it's more about finding that somebody and have intimacy and, you know, sexual love, you know, something like that. And that's where the problem starts. For us, it's just natural. It's just natural for us to hunt, and you find that you have sex with you, you know, as a girl, and if you say you are pregnant, and then, you know, because for me that was not my intention to impregnate you. I'm not ready for that, so it's your responsibility as a girl to look after yourself, because what you do, you end up sleeping with boys, sleeping around, and then we are young at that age. And what happened after that? You sleep with them, and then what happened? And then you are the one who got pregnant. You are the one who has to sacrifice that 9 months, and then you find that you are the one who has to raise. And when you raise that kid, because you are young, you are a kid, and then what happened? You don't know about life, because raising a kid is not about buying some stuff. It's not about buying chocolate. It's not about buying food. It's not about buying pampers. It's about giving that kid life, giving that kid a direction on how he has to navigate life. you know we are giving that kid a direction, a clear direction. How would you give a kid a direction if you don't have a direction by yourself? We are still young, you know we are still young. So the most important point here is that male are hunters. That's in their blood, you know and for us as male, it's about, sometimes I will just approach you as a girl, and if I found that, oh, we are easily taken, I will take that advantage. I will take that advantage. I will definitely take that advantage, you know but if you show signs to me that, no, you don't want this, you don't give a shit, you know a female is more respected when he knows herself, when he has a direction, when he holds herself, like, with the respect, with pride, and when he take care of herself. We respect that. We respect, but we take advantage to those women who are just easily taken. I don't know, we take advantage, and sometimes I will just impregnate you and then go away, and you find that you are in that trouble alone. you know it's your responsibility as a girl to look, as a woman, to look after yourself. I remember in the past what was happening. It wasn't like just a one day you approach a girl and then we are in love within a day. And that's nothing. That's like a paper. It's just nothing, and that's the truth. So in the past, you will find what was happening was that a male were chasing girls for about 5 years, 3 years, you know, you know, a girl trying to validate if this man is a man. And it's not like, he's trying to chase that girl. It's just like talking one time within a year. Like, you find like trying, you know, more often, trying, putting more actions into it. Because it's not about the words, it's about the action. And as a girl, you have to know that nobody, it's very rare to find someone we're in high school or university and who say he's gonna marry you and stuff. It's so rare, especially in high school, and someone who say you are in love with someone, and then you think that, it's your love life. No, no, it's not. For us, it's about, seeing that body and be like, if just one night, if I could get that one, just one night, that would be awesome. And I feel pride that, for me, I feel like a man if I got you into bed and then I slept with you, because it makes me, a man to other boys. I'm being proud of myself. So we have to know that, you know the most important thing is to take care of yourself, because what you are raising, you end up raising weaker kids, you know with no experience. Because to raise a kid, it needs experience in life. You need to be exposed to challenges in life. Your mindset has to be strong. Physically, you have to be strong. Emotionally, you have to be strong. you know so that's why what we see more emotional kids these days, children these days, because you listen, you are scared to put more pressure to that kid when you are raising, to 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 make that hand so tense to your kid, because when you see your kid crying, you feel more emotional because you are still a kid, you are still not raised enough, because emotional intelligence has to has to be started to be built at a very very young age. So women, they are a really 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 causalities of our problem because of how they behave. Backbone is very important, and women these days, they don't have a backbone. They don't have a backbone. They don't have a backbone. They just give away. They just give away. And what happens after that? They lose their reputation. And as men, we really don't marry, girls who lack reputation, and they don't care. They don't even respect themselves. They don't even respect their families. They don't even care. You see what I mean? They don't even care. And for us as men, it's a shame. It's a shame. It is really really a shame, because remember that men were the first people to be created in this world, and a woman was taken from a man. A man will always be a head, and a woman will always be a follower. But at the end, we work together. We work together, but we can't work with somebody who lack a discipline, who lack a backbone. You see what I mean? And this thing of backbone is very very crucial. It's very very important. It's very very important. And you even see us as men, because most men, they are on leadership, overall you find that they are leading countries, they are leading organization and stuff. And most you find that, because but then nowadays, what you see lack of backbone from men. And that's a shame. That's also a shame. We see lack of backbone in women when it's come to life itself, when it come to discipline, self-discipline. And we lack a backbone when it's come to men, when it's come to self-discipline as well. There is no backbone, and that's what we lack as a world. We lack that backbone. We lack that backbone. We lack the most important thing, the most important, which is a builder of everything, a backbone. you know you can't trust no one nowadays, because people have no backbone. They allow the physical world to control them, to make them papers, to make them a chameleon. They change when when it's sunny. They change when it's windy. They change. You have to remain the same as a person. You have to have a principle. You have to live with your own principles. And that's what we are lacking. We are just like papers. We are just like papers. There is no people. They don't respect themselves. But women, they are the key factor. They are the key factor. They are the key factor. But what they are doing nowadays, I see women who are taking advantages, of our weakness. They know that our weakness is sex, and then they just give themselves so cheaply, so that we will have sex with them, and then they will possess that physical materials, because they, they like things which are attractive in their eyes. They don't think, most of them. They just like things to which are attractive in their eyes, and that's what they go for. That's why I find that they go for men who are good looking, but they don't think and seek and look deeply, in the mind of that man. That's the problem. And remember, in the Bible, we're told about Eve, you know Eve, who saw something attractive, and that's where everything messed up, because of a woman. So as men, we have to be very very careful of women, and we have to be in control of ourselves, and we have to uh, uh, um, I think it's time for us to realize that women are using us. They understand our weakness, that it's sex, and when it's sex, and their bodies and stuff. We have to be strong, and we have to not, now we are very weak, because you know most of men, they are raised by weak women. That's why you see weak men nowadays, because the women are weak. Remember that when we are women, we are the one who's responsible for the kid. We are always with your kid. You are always with your kid at all cost. Find that the man is nowhere. You find in even like in the nature, you find that women, female animals, they are with their kids. They are the ones who has to be strong, because a kid is a kid because of a mother. It's the mother who play a bigger role, towards the kid. When you find that a man is nowhere to be found, he's at work, and he comes maybe once a month, once in 3 months, and it's very, very crucial for women to be strong, before he give birth to kids. So it's very important for women to take care of themselves, to be patient, and have faith. And we don't have women these days who have faith, who have patience, and that's the problem. We don't have that, because they don't have backbone. They don't have backbone. They don't have backbone. As men, we have to realize that women, they're taking advantage of us. They know our weakness towards them. They know exactly, and they're using that. And if we're gonna keep being stupid and allow them to control us, then it's a downfall. It's a downfall. Remember that women are more emotional and men are logical. So we can't be emotional just like women. Let's just let the women be emotional and be logical, and see things in a bigger picture, not just in just a cage. Let's just open our minds, open our eyes, and see these women, and not entertain them when they are doing some fucked up stuff. You know, when they are just naked. Cause they know if they are naked, will be like that woman, that woman, and that where you lose control as a man, and that's a sign of being a weak man. That's a sign of being a weak man, and being proud to be a weak man is so fucking disgusting. We have to know that. I think as men we have to raise our level. I think it's going down. It's going down. It's going down. Like really, like really. And if we're gonna raise our level, you know, the, these women, they will have no chance at all. They will have no chance, because women are emotional. They are more emotional, and decisions which are taken with emotions, they are not, they are not they are no, they are no longer long lasting. They are just for a short term. But as men, because we are more logical, because we see things in a bigger picture. So that's why most men, they are in a leadership role, because they see things in a bigger picture. They take a fruitful decision for long term. So that's it. It's not about I'm against women, but I'm stating the things that's supposed to be done, because it's a downfall. It's a downfall. And the problem with me, like I'm so disappointed, like, and sad to see. And it's annoying to see, like, people, complaining left and right because of problem they have, but they forgot. And we and then want to find that maybe the government or people will just try to come up with solutions to solve the results of the problem, and forget about the causalities, the main cause of the problem, because this is the main cause of the problem. Us, and the women who give birth, and